All right, everybody, it's Mr. Yeager again from Prairie View, and now we are talking about our mallet instruments, or our keyboard instruments, okay? And right now I'm playing on a xylophone. You may have a bell set at home, which is basically the same thing as a xylophone, except you have metal keys instead of synthetic wood keys, okay? So the first thing that we should talk about is our keyboard layout, okay? If you look at your keyboard and you're facing it, my left-hand side, the notes are going to get lower. My right-hand side, the notes are going to get higher. Okay? Lower to the left, higher to the right. Now think about a piano. What a piano looks like. You have your black keys and you have your white keys, right? So my black keys are going to correspond with my keys up here on my keyboard. My white keys are going to correspond back here. Okay, I've got black keys in front, white keys in the back. Okay? Now, if we talk about our grip, it's basically the same as holding a snare drum stick. Okay? I'm going to go about a third of the way up the stick, or in this case, the mallet. Okay? I've got back here is the bottom, up here is the top. I'm going to go about a third of the way up and hold that with my first finger and my thumb. And then I'm going to wrap my hands around like this. Okay? And then just like on the snare drum, I'm going to hold the stick like this and I'm going to turn my wrist. And that's how I'm going to get my sound. I don't want to use my arm. Okay? I don't want to use my fingers. Just going to use my wrist. Nice and easy like this. Okay? And you can practice this on your own with your right hand, followed by your left hand. Right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand, etc. Okay? Now you might have some different kind of mallets at home. Right now I'm using my soft yarn mallets. And these are good for your larger instruments like the marimba and the xylophone and the vibraphone. Okay, for my smaller bell sets, I'm going to use my plastic mallets or my rubber mallets. Okay, but for now I'm just going to use my yarn mallet since that's what I have on hand. Okay, let's talk about finding the first couple of notes on the keyboard. Now, if we remember the black keys are up here, right? So my first note is going to be B flat, okay? B flat. Now, in order to find a flatted note, I need to go to the black keys. So let's look at our pattern on our black keys. We've got a group of 3, then a group of 2, a group of 3, group of 2, group of 3, group of 2, group of 3, etc. all the way up. Okay, to find my B flat, I'm going to find my group of 3, and I'm going to go with the lowest group of 3 I can find. So remember that's to the left, right? I'm going to find the highest note of the first group of 3 notes in my black keys. Okay, that's kind of confusing. Okay, group of 3, highest note. That's going to be my B flat. Okay, and it's right here. Okay, highest note of the group of 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find B flat and then I'm going to roll on B flat. And all I need to do to roll is just move my hands in a single stroke pattern like this. And that's how we sustain a note on the keyboard, right? Because we hit it one time and it just dies. We don't have the luxury of wind instruments where they can just play and they hold it forever, right? So we roll. And there's my B flat. The next note I'm going to find is going to be C. So I'm going to go up to my white keys now, and I'm going to go up 2 more notes from there, okay? If you've played piano before, this is probably going to be pretty easy for you, so that's good. 2 notes up from B flat is going to be my C. Okay, so I've got B flat. I've got C. My next note is going to be D. And so I'm going to go up 1 white key from C. Just 1 white key up from C. And that's going to be D. So far we've got B flat. We've got C. We've got D. Okay, and if you want to right now, pause this video, find those 3 notes. Okay. The next couple of notes we're going to learn, we're going to go to E flat, which is 1 black key up from D. Because it's a flat, we have to go to the black keys again, okay, which are in the front. So I've got to go from D, I'm going to go 1 note up in the black keys. And if you see a group of 2, This is the higher note of the group of 2. That's my E flat. Okay? From there, I'm going to go up to F. Okay? So if I go from E flat, I'm going to go up 2 white keys from E flat. Okay? Because there's no flat, now I go back to the white keys. Okay? And that's my F. 2 white keys up from E flat. Okay, so now if we roll on all 5 notes, this is what we've got. We've got B flat. Okay, then we have C, 2 notes up. Okay, D, 1 white key up from C. E flat, 1 black key up from D. Okay, then F, 2 white keys up from E flat.